Um, Alex, when you came to Sheffield Wednesday, were there other clubs in the Championship after your services, or were you only aware of Sheffield Wednesday's attempts to take you out on loan?
Yeah, no, there were other clubs in the Championship and stuff, but like I said, when that opportunity came around for me, I was really invested in Sheffield Wednesday and the direction they were going in. So yeah, I didn't really want to look past that, and I'm here today, so I'm thankful for that.
And obviously, you come in as roughly the 12th signing of this a busy sort of transfer window, and you see a club so proactive in terms of League One, doing their business, bringing in a Championship quality striker and Malik Wilkes as well, to get an opportunity to play with him up top as well in an attacking sort of formation. But that weigh on your sort of mind when you saw the business that they were doing this summer, that they were really going gung ho to get up to the Championship this year?
Yeah, no, it kind of it's kind of a statement really to the direction that we want to move into. We want to be very ambitious in this league. We want to push as far up as the table as we can. So it kind of gives like a guide to what we're trying to accomplish this season. And it was obviously something that kind of gave a vision and a direction to how competitive we want to be in this league.
And I suppose, Alex, looking at the last few years at Forest, you have appeared roughly 22 or 23 times each of the last 2 seasons with Forest, whether that's been starting or coming off the bench. And obviously last year's experience going from where you are with Nottingham Forest in the table to going all the way to the playoffs in Wembley and getting promoted to the Premier League. Do you feel that experience that you can pass on as well, even though you're so young, that promotion winning campaign, that you can instill that in the rest of the teammates? Because you've been there at the dark days in Forest, but you've also been there at the good days as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's important that not just myself but other players have been through that as well, so they can take elements of what they experienced and kind of use it to helping the team progress. So yeah, of course I'm gonna bring forward what I went through and how we got there. But other people have been through that as well. So as long as we can stick together and guide each other in the right direction, then that's the main thing.
And Alex, you mentioned you were a Chelsea fan growing up, and in terms of where you play as a sort of an attacking sort of winner, was there any sort of Chelsea player you looked up to in that position, admire? Were you an Aaron Robbins type of fan? Was that who you practice on the playground or on the fields and trying to emulate him, or what was the sort of player that you sort of tried to base your game around?
For me, it was Eden Hazard. As soon as he came into Chelsea, he kind of gave me a different mindset and a different dimension on my game. And I was so young, obviously, and I was looking at his clips every day on YouTube and scrolling through his videos and stuff. And he had a big impact on how I saw the game and how I wanted to play. So for me, it was him. But Chelsea have got a lot of world class players, and they've had that over the years. So, but for me, it was Hazard.
And finally, for Alex, for me to you, in terms of last week or two before you arrived in Sheffield Wednesday, were you sort of very calm and relaxed about the situation? Was there a bit tense when you see all these new players coming in the door on a daily basis at Nottingham Forest, in terms of what your future might hold for that year? Were you always sort of relaxed about the situation, that everything would come good?
Yeah. I just focused on what I needed to do, and obviously, when I was there, I was still a Nottingham Forest player, so I was going in every day and giving it my all, regardless of the situation and regardless of who was coming in. And obviously the Premier League is very competitive, and we haven't been there in a very long time in terms of Nottingham Forest. So new signings and new players were necessary in the situation, but ultimately I had to focus on myself and what I could do every day to be in the best position possible.
Alex, best of luck at Sheffield Wednesday.